Welcome back to Building Together, everyone. My name is Colin. I'm here with Julia and Kiara, and possibly Autumn at some point, to build our brand new Botanical Gardens friend set. We did a video on this where we said that it could be the most successful friend set of all time. We're going to build it and see what we think. So we ask you to come along with us. We'll provide some commentary as we build it to keep you engaged. So let's go ahead, open this up, and see what happens. Ready to build?
I'm ready.
Alrighty.
This is perfect for us since we're working on botany right now.
Why is it in an envelope like that?
To keep it from being messed up. So we've got one instruction book for all of us to share,
Yeah, a whole lot of
and one little sticker sheet.
stickers.
Yeah, all the little signs. I think this is going to be a little hard to build separately, so we might have to work together. Ooh, look at all the different types of plants we have here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bonsai, Prunus moon, Nelumbo lucifera, Plumeria, Sucus and cacti, Orchidaceae, I don't know how you pronounce that, Rafflesia, Nepenthes. Those are like those pitcher pitcher plants. Okay, you say it, Kiara. You're better at this than I am. How do you say that?
Morphophallus titania.
Morphophallus.
Okay.
Just said a bit of them all.
Strelitzia reginae, Chitoria ulupi, and Morphopallades. Alright, you want to dump out bag one for us?
Yes, I do. I want to build the picnic.
Okay, you're doing the minifigs? Okay, you do the picnic blanket.
Wow, this is a lot of food all crammed into one area.
Yes.
Cherry pudding, there's some dessert, lettuce, and a croissant, and some drink.
All right, focusing in on what I am building. I had to jump ahead a few bags because they didn't really have a second instruction manual for us, and there wasn't a great place to kind of tie in. One of the nice things, though, is that they do build each of the wings at different times, which helps with the build. Ooh.
What?
These pieces look interesting. These brown half-circle jumper plates.
That is interesting.
Oh, and
But dark red?
dark red. Yeah, there's probably, and these.
Shoulder pads.
They're shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
I'm going ahead and I'm laying down some of the base work here. I like how they use these 3x4 modified tiles with the 4 studs down the middle. Those collectible minifig stands. That allows you to get some nice work in with the details along the bottom of the windows. I think that works out really well later on. One of the other good things about this set is that you are actually building a couple things at once here. We're building the facade of the exterior, but we're also adding some of the plates for the interior work. And so that really comes forward here and is a nice way to lay the foundation for all of the really, really cool flowers we're going to be building on this wing of the building. They use these nice coral tiles as a border for the flowers in the interior. I think it looks really nice. On the other side, we've got the pond coming in, and the pond is a really interesting build. You lay down some of the early bricks and snot bricks to allow you to have a nice pond with the trans blue panels and bricks with clear headlight bricks that allows you to place lily pads and other flowers in the pond. The overall look is fantastic. It's a little bit piece intensive, but that's something I don't mind, of course. I also really like the bright green grass around it. Oftentimes you might see regular green, but the bright green adds a bit of color to it that brightens things up a little bit more. All of those snot techniques come to head where you tie in the pond with the shorter wing of the building.
What are we making?
Who knows?
I mean, the next.
I know it's the pond.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
There's a
you're
lily pad and like a shell and stuff.
You'll be building
Not
your
to
first
mention all the
flower.
water.
In just a brief moment of time, actually.
What?
You'll be building your first flower.
Yeah, you get the flower. You get to
No.
build the bird there.
You're going to
where's
build
the
your
other
first.
2x2?
Oh, you also get to build the Titan arm.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. This is bag 3, so.
Yes, you get to build the Titan arm.
Okay, turn the page.
Oh, yay! This is such a significant step.
Oh, look, the koi. I like koi. I want a koi. You don't have a koi pond, though. I want a koi pond.
That'd be cool.
Over on the left, I'm starting to build the exterior walls, and you use a lot of these 1x1 by 1 2/3 snot bricks that are really a good piece for aligning tiles on the side of the wall, which you're going to be doing a lot of in this set.
Ooh, froggy! It's a bitsy teeny cute little froggy.
I want to put the koi and the froggy on.
Froggy's already on.
Aw.
Too slow, Joe.
Autumn, of course, loves this set in parts because of the different animals, especially those ducks that you put in the pond. You get 2 of these dark orange ducks that are brand new in the Cowler.
A cool little thing.
Yeah, it's a cool snot work there.
Oh, and the koi is like.
Oh,
under.
wow. That is really cool.
I'm building some of the flowers on the left-hand side that are really fantastic. I mean, the different pieces that you use that are very creative and old pieces in new colors.
We built a cool water structure. Grandma would like it.
Except for the frog.
I'm putting the duckies on. Quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack.
Let's see where the other.
That's right, there are those ducks that Autumn was super excited about, quacking like a duck. She had a lot of fun putting those on and building the pond. Zooming out, we're finishing up the pond on the right, and I am still working on that big wing on the left-hand side, going back and forth between the interior and exterior.
Ooh, the lotus flower. That's what the Limbo Nucifera is.
You didn't know that?
I did, but I forgot. Looks like we need 3 of them. Oh, you can each build one. Look at that.
I'm going ahead and I'm working on the windows. Sand green windows in this set are really fantastic. Only came in 3 other sets, and the last one's coming out years ago. They're pretty pricey on Bricklink, so it's nice to see them in this set.
Cherry and the
Cherry.
picnic.
These are all extra pieces?
Did we miss something?
No, these all would be extra pieces.
What about that black rod? Oh, I guess we had one in the camera. Or the selfie stick.
Wow, this is great.
Yeah, we get 4. Or maybe more because we build it.
Split them.
I'm going to put them in this bag right here.
Pumpkin!
There's a pumpkin?
This green thing. Ooh, look at that green egg.
What? Green egg? Oh, that's a pretty looking egg. Finally, they are finishing up the pond on the right. I'm still working on the interior and exterior of that wing. It's a nice substantive build, but as you see on the right-hand side here, Autumn, Kiara, Julia are putting together the walls of the shorter wing, tying in the pond with the waterfall feature. That's a really fun build, and it's not too complicated. They use some newer pieces to accomplish it, but nothing that you couldn't put together on your own.
Well, Dad built the first exhibit, and we built.
Oh yeah, that's the coolest part I think of the set right there.
The garden?
I don't know, the pond is pretty sweet.
Well, pond is pretty cool.
I think the pond's better, but
Yeah, I like
whatever.
the pond in the back.
I mean, I do like the Titan arm, but it's not quite to scale. Because if it was to scale, it would be more than twice the minifigure.
Alright, Kiara, you want to build the tree?
Yes, I do want to build the tree.
Now we've got this whole thing combined and we're kind of building together. It's a little bit difficult because of the lack of separation between the 2 wings at this point, and I'm trying to figure out where I can put pieces in that's not going to interfere with them, but it works out pretty well. We are building the exterior on the big wing, and they're working on some of those details on the edges of the shorter wing on the right-hand side of the set.
Ooh, are you want to go on the waterfall?
Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
And there's a tree behind us.
It does look kind of fancy, doesn't it?
There's a fountain on top.
Ooh.
Now I'm putting together some of the walls on the top of the large wing as Kiara is building up some of the base for the walls on the shorter wing. And it's really neat how they have the asymmetry of the building. I think it adds some nice detail to it and a unique build. Putting together the flowers at the top, just so much detail. I mean, check out how much goes into that large wing. You can see even flowers going all the way up to the top of the wall. That's going to be great for that skylight that I'm about to put in. I also really like the fleshy pieces that I'm putting on right now, lining the top of the large wing with those plates, getting ready for that skylight. Of course, they use some nice bow slopes and cheese slopes to really get that curve accentuated and to tie in with that skylight. In order to accomplish that, you've got to put down a number of snot bricks, and that's one of the best features of this set, are the number of good modified bricks that you get in the set, because ultimately the pieces speak volumes. I think over on Rebrickable, I saw where if you just took the pieces from this set and bought them all off of Bricklink, it would cost you something like $400. That's the value of this set, especially as few people have it and they haven't started selling all of those unique pieces up on Bricklink. Now I've got that skylight up, and Julia and the kids are working on the top of the shorter wing. They're putting a lot of 2x3 fleshy plates on there and lining the side of the walls with those tiles. Looks fantastic. Those architectural details really are top notch. Now we're starting to work on the middle section, so the doorway and the other features that are connecting the two wings together. It gets a little difficult building two people at the same time, especially when you're dealing with one instruction manual. I was trying to lay down some of the tile work for the walkway heading into the building. I think that looks nice, but it is difficult to work two adults at the same time trying to fit larger hands into a small space. I like how they use the door though. It's one of those angled doors. It's always nice to get more of those, and does match reasonably the curved panel pieces that they use for windows above it. So that's a very nice attention to detail that they've done for this set. I also really like the base of, or the bench around this tree that we have in the middle of the entryway. It looks like a lot of benches I've seen in the inside of museums that surround trees. So it's a very, very nice job.
I love that piece ever since they came out with it, I guess.
You gotta use it, right? I like how they use the sand green windows. This set comes with a lot of the 1x2x3 sand green windows, but at the top of this section here, this short wing, they do have some of the 1x2x2 flat front windows in sand green. Only 2 of them there and 2 on the other side, so not a lot of those in there, but it's nice that they include at least some of them in the set. Autumn's now joining us to spectate. Kiara's going to be diving in to start building some other parts of this. She was really excited to put together some of the features at the top, like that curved window. There's also this nice curved plate in white that goes on top of that window piece, and it's pretty rare. Only comes in a handful of sets, and so I'm hoping that more people will get this set to put that piece in their Bricklink store, because it's pretty useful when putting together sets like this. Now we've got the fountain complete, and you can see that we've got this nice white bird on top of it to finish off the fountain. It's a nice detail. Again, I'm not huge on that, but what I do like are these windscreen pieces that are at the top of the dome. They use 2 large ones in this set, and it completes half the dome. Now there is a little bit of an overhang on the set, so it goes about 2 studs or so beyond the outside of the walls, and so if you're going to modify this set, you want to make sure you take that into account. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah.
When you modularize it, you can make the full dome.
Well, that's why we got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also on top of the dome, really cool how they have some white 3-leaf pieces, and top it off with a sand green 2x2 dome and a white Technic ball. That's very, very strong finish in the top of it. On the inside, we build this really interesting tree. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of Lego trees. This set, though, does a nice job with the 2 trees that you build. We've built the one on the inside, which is kind of a spindly tree that they do a nice job decorating the outside with brown and putting some nice leaves on using the new cool yellow 5-petal flowers. This is the last bag.
And it's the bonsai and the cherry.
And you want to work on the tree?
I want to do the bonsai. Bonsai has like a really cool piece.
Lots of flowers
See,
in
this
this.
is the bonsai.
And leaves. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah. Ugh.
Dad, you act like you're so old, but you aren't old.
I am old. I feel old some days.
So do I, but I'm only 9.
The outside, we're starting to put together some of the benches and the details there with the tulips and other flowers. The bench is really interestingly built. They use these black snake pieces with the open mouths showing their fangs, and it looks very ornamental and fantastic. I also can't complain too much about how they build the cherry tree on the outside. I love the bright pink leaves, the darker pink flower pieces, the curved nature of the tree that's just angling out, and they use some macaroni tiles in olive green to mirror the bench that we have on the inside. So another nice place for your minifigs or mini dolls to sit and enjoy nature. We had fun building this set together, and we hope that you enjoyed coming along with us on this building journey.
To see our crazy adventure of how we got this set, click down here. Thanks for watching, subscribe, ring the bell, and always remember to keep building together.